Aquarius, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for liking, for sharing this video so that this message gets out to other people, so that I know that my work is being disseminated out to the masses. Anyway, I do appreciate your love, your support, and returning to watch another video of mine. I do want to mention that I am available for personal readings, and that if you want to sign up for a Capella membership, you get exclusive access to guided meditations, daily guidance videos, and a whole bunch of other awesome benefits. I'm offering a 14-day free trial for some of my memberships of the lower tier, so that you can get a taste of what I offer that I do not put out on YouTube, to help to better prepare you guys for what's coming down the pike, because the collective is going to be going through some major changes. So it would benefit you if you feel called to sign up for a membership. You can cancel at any time. You want to try it out for 14 days and it doesn't work out for you, whatever, that's fine. If you want to keep it, that's fine too. It's very easy to cancel. If you already have a membership and you feel like you want to get more out of it, because I am going to be doing live streams for members only very soon. I'm going to make a bigger announcement about that later. So if you want to not have to be put on a list on my lives and be in a more intimate environment, and I can read, I'll pull more cards with those readings as well. It would benefit you to sign up for one of the memberships that includes access to my members only live streams. Okay, check out the description box below, or go to capellawellness.com for more information on my Capella memberships. You also get free access to my mobile app, where you can access all of the exclusive content there, and you can chat with me and other people, and go check out whatever else is there. All right, I wish you guys a wonderful week, a wonderful month. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. How are you doing? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope your week is off to a great start. I send you many blessings and much love, as I always do. All right, Aquarius, we're going to see what's going on with you at this time, what obstacles you are facing, what lessons you're learning from the situation to help you with your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to get guidance on how to best navigate these energies. There's the Lovers and the King of Pentacles right there as I split it. What your wellness message is, what the full moon in Aquarius is bringing you, Aquarius. That full moon is going to be a big one for you, okay? Get ready. And then we're going to see what is going on with love and relationships for you, all right? All right, I don't know. I feel something big here, Aquarius. I really do. Check to see where 19 degrees of Aquarius is in your chart. It's also conjuncting Saturn and squaring Uranus, so get ready for some erratic changes. It may cause delays. It may cause some sadness. You may have to give up something to gain something, okay? But it's going to be based on you, how you're going to handle it. Respond to this moon. Don't react to what it brings. You guys are ruled by Uranus. That's the expect the unexpected planet. That's the one that changes things dramatically, okay? So let's see what's going on with you right now. What is going on with Aquarius at this time? The Queen of Swords. You know what I just heard, Aquarius? Cut it out. She cuts things out. And you know what we need to cut out for some of you? 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, all right? Let go of the past. Remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For somebody else who's watching this, keep your unhealthy ego at the door and make sure you are honest with yourself and your situation. Some of you are still holding on to the past. You're still regretting the mistakes that you made. You still feel shameful for the stupid things that you did, all right? There may be some loss here. There may be some... I heard job loss. Now, I don't, you guys know me. I only speak truth. What comes out, comes out. There's something about somebody who has no cold heart, and they're going to be cutting people from a job or something like that. Okay. I heard job loss, and there's somebody, the shadow side of the Queen of Swords, someone's coming in to just like fire people, okay? But with this bottom of the deck, guys, you gotta cut the past out of your life. The emotional baggage is weighing too heavy on you, okay? You have to see the silver lining in everything, even the things that are unpleasant, even the things that are sad, okay? And I talked about you're going to have to lose something to gain something. And what you gain is so far much greater than what you lose. It's like a purging, letting go of the old so the new can come in, all right? You got to release this emotional baggage, and this ties to forgiveness, guys. Some of you really need to be working on self-forgiveness, all right? When we have the inability to forgive others, it's because we haven't forgiven ourselves. Or maybe you're forgiving other people before you forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what ensued. Forgive yourself for giving your power away. Forgive yourself for all the things you did and didn't do, okay? God is trying to bring you a new beginning. There's no need to be in this sorrow state. Some of you, there's depression here. Be very mindful of this. Start doing things to raise your vibration, okay? You got to be grateful for these experiences that came into your life that brought you this Five of Cups energy, because they were there to teach you something. We have to go through these losses to understand what is really of value to us, what is really, really important to us. It helps us to see things in a brighter light, okay? Mistakes happen. So stop crying over the spilt milk. You have 2 cups behind you. For some of you, honestly, if you're looking for this true love or for friendships that are harmonious or people who got your back, who are on the same page as you, you got to start doing different things differently. 5s are about changes, okay? You got to change what you're doing in order to change your environment. And being in a very depressed, sad state is not going to attract the 2 of Cups. It's not going to attract friends who got your back, who are like-minded, who won't deceive you, who won't be cunning or whatever like this, who won't one-up you or whatever this is for you. Lower vibrational energies attract lower vibrational people. When you're not healed, you attract people who aren't healed, or who don't want to be healed. Let's put it that way. You still have blessings there, Aquarius. Count your blessings, because you guys you're in a much better situation than a lot of other people on this planet, and you know it. So whatever you don't have anymore, just let that go. God is going to bless the latter part of your life instead of the beginning of your life. There's a Bible verse that talks about that. I was talking about this to somebody just yesterday, and I forgot to look it up, but it's applicable here. Your worst days. If you're thinking that there are no better days to come, Aquarius, you're wrong. Because God, you still have 2 of Cups right above you. There's still hope here. But you have to believe that those 2 of Cups are there. You have to trust that they're there. You have to get yourself out of this low vibrational state in order to bring in those 2 of Cups. All right? What happened in the past, it happened in the past. Leave it there. Let it go. All right? Everything happens for a reason. Even the really dark stuff, okay? As crazy as that sounds, there's a silver lining to everything. Look for the good in things. Look for the good in people. Because everybody has a divine side to them. Everybody. And when we lose things, when these disappointing things happen, they're setting us up for greater things. Setbacks are set-ups. Disappointments help us to get to see, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have been in that situation. Maybe I shouldn't have been in that relationship. Maybe God wanted me to go through the disappointment to go see the silver lining, to go see that there's better than what I was in, right? Whether it's relationships or jobs or careers or friendships, whatever, there's always something better. But you have to look at it like that. And when things don't go your way, they don't go your way for a reason. Because God's trying to get you to see the bigger picture. He's trying to get you to see the silver lining in it. That out of something negative comes something positive. And while you're losing things, while you're letting go of things, you're making room for the new to come in. Better things to come. Higher vibrational things to come. People, jobs, whatever this is. But this here needs to be cut out. Stop making excuses. Stop trying to find the logic in everything that's happened up until now. Stop trying to block your heart from love coming in. And that's also love for yourself, Aquarius. Because this emotional baggage, this heavy energy here, the more you stay in this, the harder your heart becomes. The more you still stay stuck in the past, the harder your heart becomes, the colder you get, the more angry you get, the more bitter you get. Your masculine energy goes to the surface. Swords are masculine energy. Air is masculine energy. While this is strong, this is feminine here, because it's a queen. Her shadow side doesn't tap in to her feminine side. She's tapped in more to her masculine side. And again, when the feminine energies decrease, the masculine energies increase, and there's no balance there, which causes you to look at things from a logical standpoint, which causes you to harden your heart, okay? Which causes you to fall into bitterness, anger, resentment, aggression. Those energies do not attract Two of Cups energy. It just doesn't. Whatever happened in the past, whatever mistakes you made, they're done. It's in the past. It's over with. Period. Don't beat yourself up. Forgive yourself for tolerating poor behavior, for giving your power away. Forgive yourself for wanting to chop everybody's heads off if that was you in the past. Forgive yourself for not allowing love to come in because of what happened to you in the past. This energy keeps coming up, Aquarius. She keeps showing up. This could even be something about a mother or a mother figure or somebody in your life who was ruthless, who was mentally, verbally abusive. Okay? Could be a parent. Doesn't have to be a mother. It could even be a father who had no heart. Okay? You may have acquired some energies from this person, which may have led to where you're at now if you ended up being this angry, bittered person. I'm hearing like a woman scorned, all right? You gotta let go of that. A woman scorned and who doesn't heal from that, heal from, loss, the betrayal, dark energies, she won't ever have true love in her life. That's just the truth here. So we've got to cut these energies out and stop making excuses for what you didn't have. Stop making excuses if you dealt with a parent who was like this, or an ex-spouse, because this is an ex-spouse. Again, this is an ex of some sort. This keeps showing up, Aquarius. I don't know what else to tell you. If this is somebody in your life who caused you damage, you have to let this go. This person is preventing you from having everything that God wants for you in your life, material wealth, true love, everything under the sun. There could be something about a divorce that you still haven't healed from. Let it go. Divorces happen. Okay? Shit happens. This is the shit happens card. But life goes on, Aquarius. We keep moving forward. Okay? And if you've been in an energy where you were very aggressive instead of assertive, you weren't being your authentic self, you weren't standing in your integrity, you let people run all over you, then this is the time to change. Let go of who that person was and start becoming the person God wanted you to be. There's no need for some of you to be in this very cold energy. Barely anything grows in the cold, right? There's all the snow around her. But she can be assertive and stand in her truth and speak her mind. She can be blunt, but she still comes from a place of love because she has head-heart balance. And from all the hard knocks in life that she goes through, she sees the humor in everything. She sees the silver lining in the difficulties in life, in the disappointments, in the setbacks. She goes, what can I learn from this? What is God teaching me from this disappointment, from this setback, from this loss, from this sorrow? It builds her strength up, especially mentally. She doesn't overthink things. She doesn't put all this logic into it. She says, I see that I was supposed to put more love into this, and I was supposed to love myself first before anyone else. All these difficult things that I've gone through in life, it's not making me cold and hard and angry and resentful. It's giving me wisdom. It's giving me vitality. It's giving me intellect. It's making me mentally strong and having me step into my power, so I don't have to deal with bullshit again. I see bullshit, I call it out, and I move forward. If somebody doesn't like the truth that I speak, fine. I'll send them with unconditional love anyway. If someone can't handle the truth, fine. I'm going to still stay in my truth because she knows that the truth is everything. I think one of my clients told me that truth without love is hypocrisy, because truth is love, right? Truth is divine state of being. Unconditional love is a divine state of being. She knows how to balance both. So stop making excuses for what you did in the past or what you didn't do. Stop making excuses for the things that didn't go right in your life. It's time to take your power back, Aquarius. It's time to understand that all these difficulties that you've been through, to include for some of you a divorce, it was get you to learn something. She learns by the difficulties in her life. She gains a lot of wisdom through all her life's experiences, to include the really challenging ones, because swords are also about challenges. Hardships. She didn't become a queen if she didn't go through all the shit. She cannot be swayed. She cannot be dethroned. all of those difficult experiences in her life made her stronger and smarter and wiser. Because she saw the silver lining in everything. She understood that she had to lose things in life in order to gain better things. She knew that there were always blessings regardless of what was going on in her life. There was a blessing in it herself for her to be able to go through those challenges and overcome them. It was a blessing for her to still live another day. It was a blessing for her to not be living in a world where she has to go fetch water that has a dirt in it and God knows what else. Or she's grateful that she lived another day where even though she was going through difficulties, she knew that other people had it more difficult than she did. And she counted her blessings. And she didn't let this difficult life that she lived or the pain from the divorce or anything get to her. She knew that it was happening for a reason. And she does everything in her power to try to correct that. She does what is necessary to take matters into her own hands. Because again, she knows if she makes excuses, she's already lost. Making excuses puts you into victim mentality. Being in victim mentality gets you nowhere. It doesn't. Feeling like you failed at life? You only fail at life if you don't do something about your life, if you don't take ownership of your life, if you don't get back up when you get knocked down. You know how many times this queen has gotten knocked down? A lot. But now she's a queen. Before she wasn't. But all of those knockdowns, she got right back up. She didn't let this affect her. She became this powerful person. She's able to see the truth in everything and the truth in people. She's very discerning. She knows what is truth and what is not. She knows what is for her and what is not. So, however this is resonating for you, Aquarius, it's time to let that shit go. Think about how far you've come. Think about how through all the difficulties that you've been through, how did you overcome them? What did you gain? What did you learn? What did you gain from those losses? What happened after those difficult things occurred? Did your life start to get a little better? Were you able to overcome those difficulties? Because I think for some of you, yes. Are you in the same predicament that you were before? Probably not. This is understanding that life is fair. And we have to understand the consequences of our actions. If we go through life blocking ourselves to true love, blocking ourselves to God, getting all angry because of the difficulties we've experienced, why did I have a harder life than other people? It's probably because if you have gone through that, Aquarius, you are more powerful than others. God wanted you to go through those things to understand your power, to understand what truth really is, to understand what power really is, to understand who God really is. And if this is somebody who's affecting your life, or who is still affecting your life, whether it's an ex or the divorce or whatever this is, some of you still need to let this go. It's still in your heart space. You are blocking your blessings by being unable to forgive yourself and the other people, and maybe even God. Because some of you may very well have been very angry at God for the life that you grew up in, the life that you've had. If you keep doing that, you're actually missing the blessings here. You need to look at it from a different viewpoint, like the hangman. And if you've overcome this already, Aquarius, you are a very strong person, especially mentally. Very brilliant, very intelligent. And you now know not how to deal with bullshit anymore. When difficulties happen, you say, okay, bring it on. It's like a challenge to you. And you know you'll overcome that challenge because you've gone through worse. And now you're able to handle those situations. You're very witty, and you always figure out a solution to your problem. That's something worth saying there. Because a lot of people, they don't know how to figure out shit. And there's no judgment on them, but they just don't. But apparently you guys, you're very brilliant individuals. You're able to solve things. All of these difficulties helped you to solve a lot of problems in your life. And you know what's good? That's going to make you, Aquarius? It's going to make you an excellent teacher. Your hardships, your difficulties, all of this pain and suffering, the sorrow that you've gone through, all this loss, it's going to make you an excellent teacher. People are going to learn from your experiences, and they're going to be wowed by it. And you're going to help them overcome something similar to what you've overcome. You're going to be an inspiration to other people. And you're going to be able to speak the truth without fear. And you're going to get people to see the truth. You know how huge that is? Because you know how many people don't speak the truth? Okay? You are here to lead. There's a queen right there. And anybody in your past who made you think that, you know, nothing was going to happen, or you were like a low life, or like whatever this was, let that person go. You really need to cut that person out of your life. There's still some energetic tie to this ex here, or whoever that is. Whoever this cold-hearted person is. Okay, could be an air sign. Another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is also, you need to stop trying to control everything in your life. Let God handle more of your challenges and your battles for you, because he will do that. He just wants you to ask him to do that. Stop trying to excessively control people, your situation, your life. Like everything in it. Ask God for help. Ask God the right questions. Don't ask God to try to get to have him take away your challenges and your battles away. God, I don't want to live this life anymore. Please do something about it. Ask God to give you the strength to get through it. That's why we go through those challenges, guys. It's because it builds up the strength and resilience within us. We gain a lot of wisdom when we do that. And then we're better able to handle the difficulties in life. And when push comes to shove and when shit hits the fan, everyone else is going to be panicking but you and some other people who've learned from this. And when you do that, you're going to be teaching that very same thing. Because all of your experience, people are going to look at you like, wow, Aquarius went through all of that, and they're a queen, they're an empress, they're a king, whatever. They're this now. I want them to teach me. I want to learn from them how did they get through this? And when you go through these crazy challenges and these very difficult situations and you don't budge, you're in your place, you're in your power. And people will say, how were you so mentally strong to not get into anxiety, to not freak out, to not give into fear? Because she can have her monkey mind go insane, okay, when she's distorted. But all the difficulties in life that she learned how to stay strong through it all, especially mentally, because we all know when the mind goes crazy and we lose our shit, the mind is the first thing to go. We give into fear, worry, anxiety, all of these negative thoughts. The dark thoughts start coming in, and then that affects everything else in our environment, in our soul, our lives, everything. She does not do that. For some of you, this is what you were learning. All of these difficulties, all of these disappointments that happen in your life, it's helping you to build up mental strength so that you can deal with the other things that may come your way that are very difficult to handle, those difficult life challenges. Let's see what the obstacle is. What is the obstacle for Aquarius? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, plating Sirians. I'm telling you, every reading that I've done, all the cards have been falling onto the carpet. Okay. We have the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Hold on, I need to shift my position here. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. It's funny because the Six of Pentacles keeps showing up in the air signs. All right. Okay. Somebody needs to hear this. So, this Queen of Swords is really getting on me. And you got this last week, okay? There's somebody here who was very, very rude. And I mean, this is like a totally mean person. This energy is still coming into this reading, okay? This person really wreaked havoc in your life. No heart whatsoever. She wanted to control everything. Whatever she said, it went. She set the rules. She set the goals. She set the plans, everything. According to my plan, according to my will, according to her, or him. All right? And this person really warped you. This is for some of you, not for all of you. Okay? Could be an ex. Could be a parent. Take it how it resonates. They ended up affecting how you treated other people or how you viewed the world. All right? It's like you gave your power to this Queen of Swords, the shadow Queen of Swords, whoever that person is to you. And that person made you, some of you, into the same cold-hearted Queen of Swords. The one who needed to control. I'm getting ancestral patterns here for some of you. Okay? Others of you, it is your spouse, your ex-spouse. And this person caused you to be like them in a sense. All those difficulties with that person just made you just lower your vibration, made you angry and bitter. And you would get triggered. And then your dark side of the Queen of Swords would come out instead of the light side of the Queen of Swords. You would give your integrity away. You would give your power away instead of standing up for yourself, instead of speaking your truth, instead of just being on your throne and saying, I'm not going to be tolerating this behavior. I'm not going to deal with this bullshit anymore. But some of you, you just like let it go. You gave the power away. And then afterwards, things didn't turn well, and then the person still trying to treat you that way, or you ended up turning into that person. Because we have the Six of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. This is lack of reciprocity, unequal give and take, needing to balance your time and your needs and your stuff with somebody else's. All right. This is about like pure independence. This person's like, I can do it all. I don't need anybody. I like my independence. I don't need anybody to help me. Again, this energy came out in your readings, Aquarius. Nobody was meant to live on an island alone. You cannot rule an empire by yourself. You are not meant to live life on your own. Again, with that scorn energy, a lot of these other things for some of you turned you against like what God wants you to be. It turned you against humanity. It turned you against, I don't know what, love or something like that. I don't need love. I don't need anybody. Your unhealthy ego is talking there because you still have not released the past. You still haven't forgiven yourself, and you haven't forgiven that person who screwed you over that some of you ended up becoming. Some of you may need to think about that. Some of you gained anger, bitterness, and resentment instead of gaining wisdom from a situation with a person. Whether it's through the force, your ex, whoever this is, your parent. Blaming others, pointing fingers for your misgivings. No. She's responsible for everything in her life. She takes no prisoners. But again, she has had heart balance. So some of you, there's like, some of you need to learn that paying off your karma involves giving to those in need. This also involves, remember, with some of you being the like cold-hearted, I don't need anybody, you know, people screw me over, I had a hard life, why do I have to keep going through these things? What are you learning from this? Because when God gives somebody a very tough life, they have something very, very valuable within them. And you are meant to do some incredible things in this world. And part of it involves teaching so that others can learn from you. And so that others can learn from your mistakes. It's what I do. I don't want people to make the mistakes I did. And I'm vulnerable about it, right? I say, don't do what I did or whatever. You know, I learned this. This is what I learned. Or this is whatever. I'm teaching others so that it helps you to avoid making other mistakes. It's like God's using me. I already made the mistakes, but I'm here to teach you not to make them. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So this is really about understanding what you put into the universe is what you get back. If you are a dark Queen of Swords here and you're just like so bittered and so cold-hearted, you're not letting any love in, guess what? You're going to get more of that energy. That's how the law of attraction, the law of reciprocity works. You put this cold energy out there, this angry energy out there, you're going to get it back. And there's something here where somebody was very bitter and like a divorce or something. You gave so much. You were kind and you were generous. And this person just did not care. They didn't appreciate your generosity. They didn't appreciate your kindness. Do you know how many times I've been through this, Aquarius? Almost every relationship that I've been in was like this. You don't see me being a cold-hearted bitch, do you? I don't think so. I looked at it differently. I said, oh, you know what? I gave too much. I let people take my power away. I had this false notion that I had to give, be nice, right? Because they talk about that in church. But nobody says to set boundaries. Nobody says when you're giving, you're receiving blessings in a different way. I was trying to give to try to get something back instead of understanding the beauty in just giving just to give. And I got affected by that. I had people who were taking advantage of me by doing that, or people who were not appreciative of what I was doing. And then I started to set boundaries. But I still gave. I still give to others. Even with my ex-husband, okay? Even with my ex-husband, because there was huge lack of reciprocity in that connection. I filed for a divorce. And you know what? I'm still kind and generous to my ex-husband. And I know for a fact that he is still baffled by that, even though it's been years since we've been divorced. I'll offer it, but sometimes I think he knows. He's like, oh, she was too kind. I can't take her up on her offer. I still help him out when he needs. Right? And what's happening is he's starting to change that about himself. He's starting to be a little bit more generous and kind-hearted to other people. He may not have to do that back to me all the time, but I'm seeing it. He's doing it for other people. You see how powerful that is? I didn't let the past interfere with my present or my future. I didn't let our marriage interfere with what I'm doing right now. I didn't become bittered and sad by it or disappointed. It was disappointing, but I saw the silver lining in it. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't go through that divorce and if I didn't look at it in a different light. And even though a lot of people took advantage of my kindness, I'm still kind to other people. I still give to homeless people. I still give to charities. I still help others who I work with my clients, right? They may hate me for it, or they may hate the fact that I'm so blunt and I tell them the truth. I call it out, guys. You know that I do. I tell the cold hard truth because I'm not afraid of any backlash. I'm not afraid of shit. Because if I don't speak my truth, I am doing a disservice to God and myself. I'm not in my integrity. I'm not being my authentic self. I'm all about truth and nothing but, because that is of the light. And anyone who doesn't give you that truth, they don't really care about your well-being. If they cannot be completely honest with you, if they don't call out your bullshit, they don't really care as much about you as they think you do. So this is understanding, again, law of equal give and take. You may have been in a lot of relationships or situations like this, but that should not keep you from giving to others, because some of you are getting hit with your karma by keeping to yourself and taking, or you've been blessed with things, talents, energy, money, whatever, and you're not giving that to others. You're getting hit with more karma because God blessed you with something and you're not getting that in return. This is conditional giving. We don't give and expect somebody to give us back the same thing. That's not how this works. Okay. There's greed here, but greed with regards to being selfish and not sharing your talents with others, or you not opening your heart to the world. As crazy as that may sound, even though you've been affected by a lot of people, and you feel this, why do I have to go through this life, or why do I have to go through this stuff? It's like you're closing your heart out to the world because of that. You're like, whatever, I'm not going to give any of myself if I'm going to continue to deal with this stuff. But God's trying to get you to see something bigger here. This could even be dealing with financial hardships or unpaid debts, okay? But think about, if you've given too much, did you do that to get something in return? Did you expect somebody to do something over the top for you because you maybe were generous to them, and then you were expecting somebody to be overly generous to you? That's not how it works. You give out of the goodness of your heart, not to get something back. Again, what you put into the universe is what you get back. The Hierophant, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. The status quo. Following the status quo. All right? Oh, somebody screwed you over, then, you should screw them back. Is that what you want? Remember, what you put into the universe is what you get back. Oh, I don't need anybody. I'm going to do everything for myself because I need to have full control over everything so nothing else goes wrong. Really? Where's the God in this? God controls everything. Some of you, there's a big lack of faith. Some of you, there's a big disconnect with God, period. And I talked about some of you you can't even forgive God. There's an issue between you and God for some of you. Some of you have a strained relationship with God. And I can't tell you what to do. I can't. Religion could have also been a factor and stuff. Because like I said, I was taught, do unto others so that I always get this quote wrong, so they can do unto you what you do to them, right? You get the whole thing. That's what I thought. But I said, nobody said to set boundaries. Nobody said if somebody was taking advantage of you to stop being so giving. I never really heard that. At least I don't recall when I was growing up. It's always about being nice, right? Yes. But you give without condition. You don't give to keep people around. You don't give to expect things in return. But also when you're being nice, it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's going to be nice to you back. But again, don't promote dependency when you're giving and giving and giving and people keep coming to you asking and asking and asking. You got to set some boundaries. You got to, okay, nope, I'm cutting that out. Nope, 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 nope. She knows how to say no without question. She's not dealing with that bullshit. Like, no, you're not learning. I'm trying to help you and you keep asking me and you keep getting into the same situations. Nope. You're going to have to figure that out for yourself. And religion, some of you may very well be mad with regards to religion or God, or see something with marriage here. There was unequal give and take in a marriage. Maybe you were married more than once. Or the unequal give and take in a marriage, it went so sour and it turned you into a sour person. Because you did so much for this spouse or whatever, or in this relationship. There's major challenges here. Some of you have challenges with God, period. I'm going to call that out. It's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. But I do feel it. Challenges with religion, God, marriage, all of the above. life. This is letting go of the social programming. This is following the law of God, not the law of man. It's been burdening you guys for a long, long time. There's a big thing of forgiveness here that keeps showing up. You're repeating the same karmic patterns. Give it to God. Have faith in God, that God will fix things when you ask him for help and you don't go, blaming him or blaming everybody else for your misgivings or your hardships or your difficulties. Again, you're supposed to learn from this. You have to understand what the true meaning of life is. And that life comes with challenges. And through this labyrinth of life, Aquarius, God is going to be the only one who's going to get us through that labyrinth of life. Without God, we can't do anything. Without God, we have nothing. When you put God more into your life, you're going to see your whole world shift. And it's funny because I had God in mind, but then I did get angry. Because I was like, why did my marriage not work out? Why? I'm being so kind and generous, and how come I'm getting this back? But God was like, oh, you need to see what it is that you're doing. And then I realized that, oh, it was my doing. Unequal give and take was a big thing. It was also an ancestral pattern for me that I had to learn. And I got mad too, right? Because I got married by the Catholic Church. I followed everything that my religion told me to do, and my life still didn't turn out the way that I thought it was supposed to. Because it was more of a form of control. And after I got divorced, I started to really connect with God on my own. And God showed me a lot of who he was, a lot of truths. And he explained to me things about marriage, about religion, a whole bunch of things. Now I have a clearer understanding of who God really is compared to who I was taught God was when I was growing up. So you guys got to drop these wands. Understanding that God is going to help you, but you have to let go of these like lower vibrational energies here. You got to learn from your mistakes. All right? The challenge here, God was trying to get you to learn from your mistakes that some of you kept repeating. And some of that had to do with doing too much, being overly generous, not giving to yourself and not receiving. It could also be greed, okay? Giving to others because you needed to get something back from them. Take it how it resonates. But this is about not learning your lessons. Not learning from your mistakes. You make a mistake and you learn from it. You don't get all poopy pants about it. You don't sit there and get depressed. Oh man, I fucked up. And then it's just like you fall into this abyss, okay? You look at that and say, okay, I screwed up. Why did I screw up? What am I learning from this? That's what God's trying to get you to learn, especially from everything that you've gone through, all the difficulties, all the stress, all the hardships. Some of you may be overdoing it at your job, overdoing it in life, putting too many hands in the pot, doing too many things, okay? Keeping up with the status quo, keeping up with the Joneses, following social conditioning. Oh, I have to do this, and that. I have to give everything to everybody. No, you don't. And that has probably caught up to you, and it's like, oh, crap, man. I keep doing the same thing. Lessons, guys. Lessons make you this powerful person. If you're smart enough to understand why God had you go through something in the first place, it was get you to learn from your mistakes. There's also somebody here. Somebody's going to come in with the truth. They're letting the past go. No more emotional baggage. They're really going to come forward and be their true, authentic selves and explain some things. There is something about a divorce, somebody controlling them, religion, marriage. There are reservations about marriage because they were divorced before, saying, you know, religions say, oh, you're not supposed to get divorced and stuff like that, or you're not supposed to get married again, blah, 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 blah. There's a message coming in. Somebody's coming in with an offer of some sort, or good news coming in from somebody. This person can't be burdened by keeping this truth in anymore. And there's something about equal give and take. They're going to be giving you a gift. There's an offer here. There's communication, but there's also like an offer of a gift, something, or somebody's going to give something to you. There's been gift giving coming for these air signs, which is interesting. Let's see what the lesson here is. What is the lesson for Aquarius? Because I think my battery's going to die. What lesson is Aquarius learning from this situation? Seven of Pentacles. Poor return of investment. Go watch Libra's reading. Go watch Gemini's reading. This energy is kind of going all over the place for the air signs. Okay? Regression. Going back to repeating the same patterns. What it is that you're doing that you know that you're repeating that you're not getting back from. Again, it's balancing your needs and your wants with other people. Okay? Learning how to say no. Stop with the conditional giving. Or stop with being this dark energy where you're so bittered or whatever that you're like, I'm not giving to anybody. You won't reap a harvest if you are not going to be giving to others in need. This is also, you reap what you sow, Aquarius. What you put into the universe is what you get back. And some of you have been making poor investments. You've been growing weeds most of the time instead of growing flowers and trees and fruit and things like that. And again, there's no judgment here, but I'm getting a very strong energy. And my guides are like, they're very, very like agitated about this. I'm not going to lie. What you reap is what you sow. So if you're kind of like, if you are putting into this earth with this bitter energy, no, I could do everything on my own. I need to control everything in life. I need to control people. I need to do this. Because you gave your power away. What do you think you're going to be growing? Again, I said nothing grows much in the cold, right? You're not, some of you are not growing anything. Or some of you are growing weeds. Because some of you have not gained the wisdom from all the hardships and all the mistakes that you have made. Start investing in you. Stop putting money towards things that are not for your highest good, that are not going to give you something. You're not going to grow. You're not going to learn. You're not going to evolve. You're here to grow, learn, and evolve, Aquarius. Good things take time. Put in the hard work. Don't give up on what you're pursuing. Okay? Set some goals for yourself. Do one thing at a time, or do two things at a time. Maybe for some of you, it's one pentacle at a time. And you know what I'm hearing? Some of you need to put God first. Setting a goal to connect more with God. That is what I teach. That's the whole point of what I do. And I know in tarot, practically almost everyone doesn't say that. This is why I do what I do. My mission is to get people back right with God, to get closer to God, because when you do that, your whole life changes. It does. But that's you and God, not you, the priest and God, not you, the church and God. It's you and God. First and foremost, you're going to see what he shows you. But again, you have to be receptive to that. And God's trying to get you to learn from the mistakes that you've made. And you've got to free your heart from this dark energy here. Otherwise, God's not going to be able to come in. You really got to start investing more time, money, and energy into you, your personal growth. When you choose God, because God's the one who created you. Also taking better care of your health and your well-being. It all goes back to you, Aquarius. It's important for you to invest in yourself and invest in the people who are going to help you there. There could be a mentor, a spiritual teacher who you can confide in, who has already gone through all the bullshit, who can help you overcome the bullshit. Some of you are like in this energy, and I love you guys, I do, but it's kind of like, nope, I don't need help. Because nothing can be changed. Nope. Change. Challenge. Right? You think nothing can be changed? Oh, I have changed dramatically. I know other people who've changed dramatically. It's possible through God. It starts with him and it starts with you. Some of you are like, nope, I can do this on my own. Control. You're trying to control because there's something about vulnerability here. There's something about you don't want to look as a weak person. Start investing more in you. Investing in somebody who can mentor you, who can, a spiritual teacher, a spiritual leader. Someone who is close to God, because God is going to be the only person who's going to save you by the time we go through all the shit that we're going through, guys. But I'm only the messenger. I'm only the messenger. Bottom of the deck is a 10 of Pentacles. What is it that you really value? What matters to you, Aquarius? Is it money? How far has that gotten you? Some of you want a loving, harmonious family. Work towards that. Work with God on that. Some of you are like, is my hard work going to pay off? Am I going to be able to have it all? Yes, you can. But the only person who's going to give that to you is God right here. Okay? If you want this type of life, a long-term stable marriage, a happy family, material wealth, financial security, stability, a new home, whatever it is that you're desiring, it's going to take some time. But remember, you reap what you sow. You got to plant the seeds that are going to bear fruit in the future if you want to have a life like this. And you cannot have a life like this without God. You just can't. There's a lot of money here that a lot of you are destined for. It is your birthright to come into wealth, to have everything that you need, to not worry about money. Like financial worries are going to go out the window, but you've got to put in a lot of work, and you've got to put a lot of work into you. You have to grow, learn, and to evolve to get into alignment with your heart's desires. Her dark energy is not in alignment with this, and that's what some of you are in right now. Healing takes time. Personal growth takes time. But you need to put investments into that for yourself. Okay? You are here to clear family bloodlines. I talked about ancestral patterns. That's what this is for some of you. Some of your ancestors were doing the same things that you're doing. Now it's time for you to put an end to that. Right? Cut out the bullshit again. There's fear of financial loss, fear of money. If you're investing your time and money into personal growth, God is your only source and supply, Aquarius. I went through the same thing when God called me to be this. a spiritual teacher, and I talked about teacher, right? I had to give up so much. But I gained some incredible power, and like the fear is like not there. That is the most glorious thing I could ever experience. I have no fear about anything. I'm not afraid to take risks. I really gained a very amazing relationship with God himself. And it is possible. And he has been working some ridiculous miracles in my life, and I give God all the glory. I praise God for what he has done for me, because I went through the bullshit for a reason. I went through difficulties for a reason, because if it weren't for that, I wouldn't have learned my life's lessons. I wouldn't have gone closer to him, and I would not be living the life I'm living now. And I know this is not it for me. I know I have other things coming. And God was trying to get me to learn my lessons, to learn from my mistakes, and to get back to him, to be in his good graces, and to forgive myself and everyone and everything, and to get back to my divine self so that I can have this, because everyone is meant to have this. But as I said, God's going to be the only one who's going to bring this to you. But you got to be in alignment, and you got to start working on yourself and start putting in the seeds that are going to bear fruit, not that they're going to grow weeds. Okay? Again, you reap what you sow. What you put into the universe is what you get back. If you're putting in shit into the universe, you're going to get shit back. That's how it works. I'm going to have to hurry because our battery's going to die at some point. All right. There's also something here with the Seven of Pentacles. There's some commitment, serious commitment with someone. This Queen of Swords is going to be telling you the truth and nothing but the truth about what happened or about things that they want commitment with you. Again, with that good news, the Seven of Pentacles. They may want to have a family with you, maybe have a baby. Maybe blend families. There's a child here. And there's a baby. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh. All right. Somebody may not like this. I just heard. Somebody may have married them for money, or somebody got somebody pregnant before they got married and they were forced to marry them. And then they ended up realizing that they married like the wrong person and got divorced or something like that. But religion affected them because they were told that they weren't supposed to get a divorce and they felt guilty. Or somebody's coming in and saying, or somebody lied about a pregnancy, or somebody's coming in to say that they got somebody pregnant. I don't know. Take the helm. Be in control of your own ship. Perseverance, stay the course. Turbulence, the mind is murky and rough waters. Watch your mental state. Optimism, after each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. Absolutely. Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. Move. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship. Get away from the past because it's not going to bring you the Ten of Pentacles. Voyage. Set sail on a new course. There you go. Move. Some of you literally need to move. Some of you literally are moving, right? There is a new beginning here. You are going to reap what you sow. Some of you are getting more than what you asked for with the Seven of Pentacles. You've really done a number with what you put into the universe here. So some of you, you're getting an opportunity to physically move. All right. Maybe you're going on a trip, you're going on a voyage, you're going on a ship or something like that. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but there's somebody here who's physically moving. All right. Let's see what your wellness message is. What wellness message do we have for Aquarius? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, thank you. Hematite, ground yourself. Shungite, detox your life. Gemini got a lot of this. Ocean jasper, schedule yourself in. Okay. Your mind, body, and spirit need a system reboot. Without necessarily realizing it, we are affected by our environment and all the things in it, from the technology constantly at our fingertips to the air we breathe, the foods we eat, and the health and beauty products we use. Take a closer look at what you choose to surround yourself with and what you put on and in your body. There may be a certain area of your life that needs simplifying. Take what you need from it and release what you don't. A virtual cleanse will help clear out the energetic sludge and get you back to feeling your best. When do you feel foggy or drained? What are you exposed to during these times? How would you feel if you gave your system a break from these sources? Your affirmation is, I nurture myself by giving my system what it needs and releasing what it does not. Today, while you eat, put down all technology and be mindful and present during your nourishing meal. Hematites, when was the last time you walked barefoot outside? Joining with the earth in this simple fashion can help you feel grounded and connected. Define what stability feels like for you so that you can create that sense of security for yourself even during the most turbulent of times. For most of us, self-discovery is a lifelong endeavor, but stay true to your core values, to what makes you you. This is how to become secure in your career, your home life, or any other aspect of your world, physical or spiritual. Consider what self-care methods would help support a solid foundation so that you can devote energy to other areas of your life. You can have roots and still fly. Has something rocked your foundation? Do you feel grounded? Your affirmation is, I am grounded and connect to the earth. Today, stand tall, close your eyes, and visualize yourself rooted in the ground. Oh, there goes my other warning. Doo-doo-doo. All right, let's see what this full moon in Aquarius is bringing you, Aquarius. It's at 19 degrees. Check where that is in your chart of Aquarius. There could be sudden changes, erratic emotions. There could be sadness, worry, delays. But it all depends on how you handle it. Respond instead of react. What is the full moon in Aquarius bringing Aquarius? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. Please reveal to me for my highest good. See, I talked about faith. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Things take a long time, guys. The bigger the manifestation, the longer it takes. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Bottom of the deck is nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon. Waxing crescent. Wax on, wax off. Don't give up, Aquarius. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever's happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about your next best step. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about, so keep the faith. I am focused on what I want. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not manifesting. Don't look back. Stay focused on moving forwards. Be patient as events unfold. Dig a little deeper to find more courage. This suggests you really need to pursue your dreams. It's the time to put your foot down hard as you chase your goals. Again, patience, divine timing. Good things come to those who wait. Good things take time. Okay? Don't control everything. Let God handle everything and you just do your part. Again, you reap what you sow. You got to plant the seeds and you have to wait for them to grow. All right? And forget about the fear of money here. There may be a home or family situation there for some of you. New moon in Pisces. This card speaks of romance, of dreams, and soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard because the words of your soul and your heart can help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery for you, then that's Pisces. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Pisces is the sign of reveries and mysteries or depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It is the sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is like deep, watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free rein. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. Mutable. Something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is yet set in stone. I know that the best will unfold for me. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. There's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. Hard work pays off. It's 10 of Pentacles, but it takes a long time to get the 10 of Pentacles too. It's earth energy. And you also have to be in alignment with it. Patience, guys, patience. Let's see what's going on with love and relationships for Aquarius. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to give. The 6 of Pentacles. Giving is receiving, guys. Bottom of the deck is air. That's what you guys are. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. Number 3. In this lifetime, you have learned in some ways that what is offered may have a hook, that there has been bait and there have been consequences at times to going for what seems to be offered. There has been a trap to it. We mermaids know of this, for we have seen our companions, the beautiful sea creatures, caught on hooks, tempted by what looks like a treat, only to be hauled in and destroyed by the desire to have what they wished for. But there are offerings which are made with open hearts. There are those who hold out their hands with a gift inside it, and all they wish for is the joy of coming into relationship with you, of making you happy, more satisfied, content, secure, and joyful. Not all gifts have strings attached, and in this instance, we mermaids, we beings of water, which is the most receptive of elements, are asking for you to open your heart and receive what is being offered. The gift that is before you, be it one of money, love, a gift, or service, is being offered, as it is simply a joy for the being who is offering this to you. In this way, your receptivity makes this a sacred act. There are times to tune into intuition and heed the warning, and there are times to move forward freely and learn how to receive. This is one of those times. We mermaids wish for you to have so much more, and at this time, you are safe in accepting with an open, trusting heart what is being offered to you. It will be a most blessed exchange. No debt, no hook, no strings. Only joyful acceptance of what is, after all, meant to be yours. An offer of a free service could be yours. A gift of love, time, friendship, healing, or simply joyful inclusion in a group who is loving and warm and caring could soon be offered to you. Love and good fortune seem to be coming your way, and more easily than it may even have come before. You have effectively manifested your desires, but instead of joyful acceptance, you are greeting them with some suspicion. Someone loves you deeply and wishes to offer you gifts of their love, or a relative has made a move to help you. At this time, the universe is coming to you with abundance. It is up to you now to be open to receive. Receptivity is a quality like water. Be like the water now. Allow the good of the universe that the creator of the world is sending you to come to you now. Allow your cup to be filled again and for your pool to be full. You deserve this. You are free to receive, and there will be no hook. It's like God's giving you a blessing, and some of you didn't realize it or you didn't take it. 26. Or this is time for you now to take it. Be still, pause in breath, see what it feels like to be in the in-between moment. The mistress of the deep breath, the merfolk, are asking you to explore the breathing you are doing, to make it conscious just for a time until your own capacity to enter into the beauty of exchange with the trees and the ocean's beds of oxygen creating plants becoming closer, more appreciated. You sometimes still believe you are separate and alone in the universe, but every breath you are breathing is not new. The same molecules have passed through others, have been exchanged over and over again. Now it is your time to exchange the energy, to take it into you, and to allow yourself to expand and feed your very cells. It is time to challenge your own patterns of the most fundamental nature, your breathing. You have the capacity to take nourishment and oxygen far more deeply than you are allowing yourself at present. It is time to introduce the idea of breathing far, far more deeply, and of holding the breath so that you know you are safe, and traveling into areas where you have not been before. The ability to breathe deeply and to swim underwater will encourage you to believe in your own courage and potential and develop your lung capacity. Give yourself time in a place renowned for air that is pure, nourishing, and exhilarating. Smells, scents, sounds, all carried on air enter into you. Drink in life. Breathe deep and fill yourself with the essence of life. Breathe, Aquarius. All right. Again, allow yourself to receive. There is no hook. There are no strings attached to this. You need to be honest. Again, there's no logic in this, guys. You guys can be very logical people. You're air. Trust in your gut. You need to have more of your heart space there. All right. Somebody is willing to give you something very valuable here. Again, there's an offer here with this Page of Pentacles. It's time for you to receive. Either way, it's time for you to receive. And again, see, with this Queen of Swords energy, this is not going to help you because somebody from the past was like this towards you, which caused you, some of you, to be like this. Whatever is coming in, whatever this offer is, you can't make this up, guys. What this says, there's no hook, there's no strings attached to this, there's no debt. Okay? Just receive this. It's coming from God. God is right here with the Hierophant. All right? I hope this helped you, Aquarius. If you would like a personal reading with me or you want to sign up for my 14-day free trial, there is a service right there. 14 days for free, okay? Those extra content that I give, it supplements these readings, all right? Investing in yourself is going to be very important for some of you. Take advantage of that offer. If you don't feel it's not right for you, fine. If anything, give it a try and join in one of our members only live meetings. They're very powerful things, guys, and we're going to need community going forward into what's coming down the pike. We've already started some whirlwind of crazy shit. So go ahead, jump in on it. It's going to be well worth the while. Like I said, if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. If you want to keep it, that's fine too. You can upgrade, you can downgrade, whatever. You get direct access to me and my free mobile app. You get to meet other amazing people there. the rest of the Capella family, you get to book your services there. Some of the memberships include discounts on everything that I offer. Unlimited discounts, okay? You have that coupon code until you have that membership. So you could book like 10 readings and you could get discounts on every single reading. Something, you know, something along those lines. What was I going to say? So yeah, check out the description box. There's a link that will take you to the memberships. If you go to capellawellness.com, you'll find the memberships there. You'll find what else that I offer. But the memberships will be a really great investment to get you guys going, to help you with everything that's coming down the pike. Again, you get to directly talk with me. I do help others without having to charge anything. That's how generous I am. Yeah, you really have nothing to lose, Aquarius. So check that out, because the stuff that I offer, you're not going to find anywhere else. I'm just saying that. I'm not trying to be conceited. I'm just being confident, because I put a lot of love and a lot of effort and a lot of work into what I do, because I'm very passionate about what I do. Again, my mission is to get people close to God, back to God. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here I'm not here for the fame, the fortune, the money. No, it's God. I want people to get to here. Because I'm telling you, your life is going to completely change when you get back to God. Okay? Anyway, if you have any questions about my memberships or anything at all, feel free to let me know. All right. That concludes your reading, Aquarius. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.